everyone, welcome back to the Shivering Mouse, and thank you so much for tuning in today. I know it's been quite a while since I've done a video. I actually have some pretty classy reasons. The first one being that for the first week I didn't post, I had the most Godzilla-ish, giant, horrible pimple I've had in probably the last 5 years, and I didn't feel like sharing it with the class. And you know, you don't come here to get grossed out, you come here about, to try and learn how to better yourself and learn how I'm bettering myself. And frankly, I did not want to permanently immortalize my pimple in my own kind of weight loss journey diary, so I just did not. The next week I had a complete internet outage for the entire week, so that made videoing a little bit difficult. So today I'm going to go ahead and talk about the podcast episode 19 of the Trim Healthy Mama podcast, where really they focus on continuing to slowly consume your foods, to savor them, to really kind of let yourself experience every flavor involved with the foods that you're eating. This is largely because making it a more sensory experience encourages you to eat more slowly, and thus you typically tend to consume less. This is why often when children ask for second helpings at lunch or dinner, oh, Bailey's so cute, why their parents will tell them to wait a few minutes. It's because there really is a certain amount of time between when you consume something and when your digestive system is aware that you've received it. And therefore, savoring your meals a bit more slowly can help you to not overconsume. It also helps you enjoy what you're eating more thoroughly and helps you be more aware of what you're consuming. I think Danny on the podcast says something about a friend of his having some kind of fast food quick meal, and that he says those things are not meant to be savored. They're kind of meant to be thrown down the hatch and forget about it, pretend it didn't happen kind of deal. And I really do agree that that's kind of what those meals are, because if you ever do try to slowly savor one of those fast food meals, you'll find that you don't enjoy it as much as you expected you were going to enjoy it when you went out to get it in the first place. Some of you are probably also she's kicking me around, sorry if I move a little bit. Some of you are probably also wondering why I don't have contacts yet, when I said a few weeks ago that we were going to be able to get that eye appointment and go in there and get contacts. Well, you may have noticed there are a few things closed right now. And since I'm in Michigan, where things are really, really intensely locked down, our eye doctor is not doing appointments at the time until everything else opens up. So I will get my contacts then. And hopefully it's going to be soon, because my husband drives for a living. So we want to, be able to see while we do that. Apparently it's essential to still have him work, but not essential for him to see while he does it. Nice. I think that's about all I've prepared for today. I just wanted to get you guys up to date. Kind of a fun side note, tooting my own horn, since it is my nutrition diary, I'm going to go ahead and toot that great big horn and remind myself that as of last week, I have lost like 10 pounds just in the month of April, and I've gone from a size 22 at the beginning of my Trim Healthy Mama journey down to an 18. So I'm down to the proper first digits for pant sizes. Let's see if I can get close to the proper first digit for actual weight. But even if my poundage, doesn't go down as quickly as I'd want, the fact that my jean size is going down, to me feels like a really good sign. Like, even if I'm still over 200 pounds but a size 8, I don't think I'll mind as much, because, it still means my body is a healthy shape, just somehow weirdly dense, like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. Also, for those of you who have been paying attention to my podcast, I would love to hear your feedback on my last post on the Shivering 6 for the Shivering Mouse podcast. We did try using the Anchor podcast app instead of my usual recording and then uploading to Patreon and individual podcast platforms separately. So I'd love to hear what you thought of the audio quality. I listened through it and I thought it sounded a lot better using that particular system and microphone as opposed to the old program, where it would sometimes just kind of make me quiet part of the way through, or the sound would drop off entirely. But I'd love to hear what you think. I do love the new app because it makes me available on a lot lot more podcasting platforms, but you know, it's more about you guys, the listeners. And so, wow, that's still hot. So I do want to hear your opinion on the new system and whether you enjoyed the sound quality of that episode more than the past several that have had kind of a rough feel to it. I just wanted to make sure you know too that I am thinking of the quality of my episodes as I go and trying to get the best experience possible for you guys. So if you did see an improvement, I would love to hear from you. If you prefer the old way that I uploaded things, I would love to hear from you there too. If I do continue with the Anchor podcast app instead of my old program, it will kind of change some things as far as my Patreon subscribers. It'll change which special bonuses you get, because I think the Narnia episodes and the story episodes will still sound much better if recorded through Anchor, but Anchor does not let me download the soundbite and post it onto Patreon. It has me post it through Anchor. And so, you know, I can understand that, being that they own Anchor and all. So basically what I'm going to have to do is come up with a new bonus system for my patrons, because I still want there to be an added benefit for you guys for, you know, for supporting me through all of this and keeping me going, because really it is the only thing that makes me pick up the microphone every single week. As much as I love Disney and love doing my Disney podcast, when I don't hear back from people, or, you know, I don't know, if I don't notice anybody listening, I do get discouraged pretty easy, because I'm a sensitive little weenie and I get sad about stuff. So, you know, I get so excited when I hear that even one person is listening, and I do want to be grateful to those who have subscribed and helped me along the way. So I will be continuing to do bonus content just for my patrons. There's going to be some pictures of some, you know, nature shots and stuff that I have planned for some hiking weekends this summer and stuff like that I would love to send out to you, that things that are a little more personal, because my patrons, I consider you all personal friends, especially since I, you know all of you personally. But I am going to go ahead and do things like that. And then if you have any other ideas as to bonuses I could put down for my patrons, I would love to let you know. I will still be doing drawings whenever I can find some kind of interesting little tidbit that I think I'd like to send you, especially when the post office is a little bit more hospitable of a place. It's pretty much locked down up here. I mean, it's open, but you have to go through like a CIA level pat down to send anything. So, you know, once that's over, I'll probably start doing more drawings and stuff too. But yeah, there are those special benefits for the patrons, and I would love to get more input on anything else that you would like to have kind of just be special for you guys. So if you would like to subscribe and become a patron, you can find me at patreon.com/shiveringmouse to join our special group of Shivering Mice. And thank you so much for tuning in today. Have a wonderful day.